The Ministry of Education began the process of rolling out a new curriculum for basic schools in 2019. The question of the availability of textbooks for students has been raised by a section of civil society organizations in the education space. Answering questions on the floor of Parliament, Dr. Yaw Osei Adutwum gave reasons for the delay in the publication of the textbooks.
I've referred to myself as the teacher-in-chief who are going to classrooms to teach. And therefore, we're going to do everything possible to make sure the textbooks are there. That is why this time I was careful not to give you a date, because I know my colleague will come and quote me. But all that I can assure you of is that we're at a critical stage where the quality assurance is being done so that I don't have a situation where some T's are not crossed and I's are not dotted to get into trouble with my honorable colleague. So, Mr. Speaker, all that I can say is that the final stage is what we have done now, quality assurance, and our textbooks are going to be available in the classroom.
Commenting on the performance of candidates at the 2021 WASI, Dr. Yaw Osei Adutwum recognized the dip in the performance of candidates in maths and indicated that steps will be taken to resolve the challenge with the results.
Put it on average, it's still 60%. So if you look at English, for example, there was a dip. Mathematics, there was a dip. But integrated science saw a huge jump, and social studies also saw an increase. So overall, the average is still 60%. But on the other hand, I just want to assure you that mathematics should not see a dip in my time, as somebody who has taught mathematics. So we're going to look at what went wrong and what we can do, which schools did so well, where there were drops, and then we are going to look at how best to ensure that we move up. But the good news is that 2 years in a row, we have in the core subjects seen 50% plus pass rate, which means that more students will then qualify to go to the universities. Because in the past years, what happened was you may have 70% or 80% pass on social studies, and then mathematics is 33%. And because mathematics is 33%, you can't have more than 33% of the students going to the university. So if English is 30%, even if all the other subjects are 70%, you can't have more than 30% going to the university. The moment you move English and mathematics up, then you are guaranteed a higher rate of entry into universities. So this is good news for the country.
The Minister for Sanitation and Water Resources, Celia Abnadapa, was in Parliament to answer questions on perennial water challenges in the Savannah and Northeast regions. Members of the Savannah caucus expressed reservation with the answers from the sector minister.
The fact is that some NGOs have done some boreholes in these regions and in these constituencies. And so if you see boreholes being constructed in some of the constituencies, you are likely to think that that is the government doing those boreholes. For me, I will always praise the NGOs. In my constituency as a member of parliament, within the 5 years period, I have done over 40 boreholes. But thank God, I had global communities coming into my area. So they have also supported a lot. But the government of Akufo-Addo and Bawumia, they did not do a single borehole in Solatona Kalba, a single borehole in the whole of the Savannah region.
The Minister for Education was on the floor of Parliament to answer questions related to his ministry. Reporting for Citi News, my name is Duke Mensokoko.